Alright, so that's the take coming in on IEX. Remember, let's put the spotlight on all the steel counters and the steel export duty rollback is a welcome move. That's the word coming in from Tata Steel's MD, T.V Narendran, and this in an exclusive chat with my colleague, Samir Dixit. He's also shared his take on the India-Australia deal that was ratified today. Listening to what else Mr. Narendran had to say.
We appreciated the fact that the government took that call in May to bring in export duty for inflationary concerns. We were assured it was temporary, so I'm glad that it has been removed because I firmly believe that India is a great place to produce steel. We should be making steel in India, not only for India, but for the world. India has a great opportunity to export a lot of steel because most of the big steel exporting countries are countries who import iron ore, whereas we have our own iron ore. And steel plants are normally built in some of the poorest parts of the country. So it's a great opportunity for us to add value to our iron ore, create jobs in economically weaker parts of the country, and build a large-scale, globally competitive industry. So we welcome the move.
In addition to this, still there are a couple of challenges like the coking coal prices as well as the raw material. Yeah. So in addition, what you're looking forward from the government?
So one is coking coal obviously is an issue because we don't have too much of coking coal, but I think we can do better to make use of the coking coal which is available in the country. I think there's more which we can do. We are talking to the government about that. But largely we are dependent on imports for coking coal. It comes from Australia, comes from Russia, comes from Mozambique and other places. So that's something that we need to really think about because as the Indian steel production goes up, the coking coal requirements will also keep growing. So we really need to solve this problem going forward.
You just mentioned the name of a country called Australia. So the good move is that India and Australia, that trade deal is signed. How you are looking for this entire trade pact because now it is quite chilled up. Your take on the same?
So we congratulate the government. I think the minister, Mr. Goyal, announced that it has been cleared by the Australian government. So I think it's great because India and Australia have a lot of opportunity to trade together. I was there with the minister when he went to Australia in April. So I know that there's huge potential. I think the Indian-Australian trade is today at a very low level and can certainly go up. India buys a lot of coking coal from Australia. So that's also another reason why we welcome this FTA.
And my last question regarding the upcoming budget, because the consultation, the discussion has started. So any big expectation that you or the entire sector is having from the upcoming budget?
I think budget, obviously the government over the years has brought down the cost of doing business by optimizing on taxes. I think that's good. Fundamentally, we always look at what is the cost of doing business and the ease of doing business. And I think the government has done a good job over the years of getting that better. Fundamentally, the focus and spend on infrastructure should continue. I think that has a huge multiplier effect. And I think if that happens as planned, then I think the Indian economy will continue to grow strongly.
Okay, let's move on then and keep it going with more stocks that are in focus and Shesha. Paytm, this stock is at record low. What's the reason behind this?
Yes, so the stock is down 10% today. It hit its all-time low of 477. It has recovered marginally at about 483 odd levels currently. Remember, the lock-in for this for Paytm ended on November 14, and since then the stock has declined nearly 23%. Year to date, the stock is down 63%.